So then guys, this is the 57 from Stourbridge to Briarscroft, Heath, and we're travelling on an ADL Enviro 200 when the route was operated by NXWM, as the route is now once again operated by Diamond buses, and I hope you enjoy the journey. And Diamond buses run the 57 once again back to the days of the 657, except when it was the 657 under Diamond, it didn't go to Briarscroft because that was served by the 267. The 657, which Diamond did, went into Manor Park in Kingswinford. So here we go. We're heading onto the ring road. Briarscroft was only added onto the route when it was the 17A, when NXWM gained the contract and was run by Pensnet Depot, and into work with the number 5 route when it used to run the Dudley to Stourbridge through Russell's Hall Hospital in Kingswinford. And so anyway, here we go. We're just now going on to the ring road, so we're just passing the petrol station, which is on the left hand side with the Mercedes-Benz garage, and on the right hand side we're just going past the back of Wilkinson's, the Wilkinson's Stourbridge branch. So there's the Wilkinson's Stourbridge branch, and there's Stourbridge Town Centre. There's the underpass that goes into the station, and coming up on the right hand side is of course the Checkers Inn Wetherspoons pub. So there's the Checkers Inn, the Wetherspoons pub, and we're just carrying on going round and round this ring road, and coming into view next on the right hand side is the Aldi supermarket. That used to be a site of a B&Q DIY store, and there's the multi-storey car park over there for the Rye Market shopping centre in Stourbridge. And there's the back of Stourbridge High Street, and also the back entrance to the Rye Market shopping centre. So anyway, coming into view on our right hand side is of course the Crystal Leisure Centre, which is one of the best centres to be, and of course that is the one that has the fun pool with all the wave machine, the slides, the rapids and the water features, and also where they have that awesome Furs lift with the Piccadilly line voice. And then just right next to that is the Tesco Extra and the Crown Centre. The Crown Centre used to be an outdoor shopping centre, and of course way before that Tesco, it was a massive multi-storey car park and was convenient for the Crystal Leisure Centre. And I believe the lift there was a Furs, but I know they had some Evans lifts though that were on the Crown Centre end, and of course there was a Safeway which became a Morrison's and the Spencer's Market. The only part of the area that's retained is the Clock Tower and of course the Town Hall and the Library. They have been retained from the development of that shopping area. And the Crown Centre was an outdoor shopping place, but now it's turned into indoors since they opened that new Tesco supermarket. So let's carry on our journey. So then we're now carrying on, and as you can tell we're heading for the exit which is coming into view. So there's the exit from the ring road onto the lower high street. So we're coming to the exit that will take us past Millrace Lane. So there's another underpass. There's a lot of underpasses across Stourbridge. There's also some in Kidderminster as well. So there is the trading estate of Millrace Lane. And if my camera was pointing on the opposite side, you'd see the bonded warehouse and the boat trips. And of course we're crossing the bridge of the River Stour. So we're crossing the bridge of the River Stour. So we're going to be heading up towards Wordsley Way now. just coming by Corbett Hospital. The Bonded Warehouse holds a variety of different exhibitions, like railway exhibitions, all sorts, and they also run boat trips as well. So here we go. We are heading now for Corbett area at Amblecote. Well, this area is Amblecote. As you can see, there's the Holy Trinity Church at Amblecote. So that's Amblecote Church right there. And so there's the Corbett Hospital Outpatient Centre. The lifts there are made by Cone Ecodisc. And there's the Vauxhall dealership, the Stourbridge Motor House, just right there. There's actually 3 of them. There's actually a lot of those Vauxhall dealerships across the Black Country. There's one at Kingswinford called T-Wall, one in Dudley called Dudley Motor Company, and there's also one in Halsowing called the Halsowing Motor House. So anyway, we're now coming towards Ordnham now. So this is Ordnham. Coming to the bottom end of Brettle Lane and College Street, which is a one-way system. And just right over here, coming up into our view, is of course the Laser Quest, which is like another tourist attraction in Stourbridge. There's also a Laser Quest at Manchester's Trafford Centre. And if you was looking on the other side, you'd see Ruby Cantonese restaurant. And so anyway, we're now coming upwards. So there is the Kidderminster Carpet Shop, even though we're not in Kidderminster, but however, it is branded as Kidderminster Carpets. It was once known as Stourbridge Carpets. Of course, there was one in the town of Stourbridge, which became a carpet shop, and now it's been turned into some kind of gym. And then over there is Jeff Hill's electronic store, electronic goods store. And we're coming towards the Glass Centre, the Crystal Centre. There used to be a bath store on the top level, and then below that is a Tesco Express. Next door to that, Pizza Hut Delivery. I'm not sure if that's there anymore. There used to be a Halfords there. And, of course, there was a KFC too. And that used to be known as the Glass Centre. So, anyway, there's the Lidl supermarket just on the right-hand side. And going straight upwards is the number 6 service, which is bound for Dudley. So, the 6 is now split from us. So, that goes up to Brierley Hill and then up to Dudley. And at the time of filming, Brierley Hill High Street was open, but now that is closed for resurfacing works. So Brettle Lane carries on to serve Brierley Hill. So then, guys, we're now going across the side street in Ordnham now, on the service 57. As you know, there's a lot of hail and ride on this estate. So here we go. We're going across the estate now. And we'll be coming out by the back end of the Glassworks pub. So I'll be coming out by the Glassworks, which will be just round the corner from where the estate comes out, and we'll be right in front of Chemix or Chemix, the garage, which will be just round this corner, and also the nearby Stourbridge Volkswagen dealership as well. So when we get to the junction, we're going to turn to the left and then go past the site of a former motor world, which became a bathroom shop, and now it's become a flooring place. There was a tile shop on this line as well before, but that had been demolished and turned into waste ground, and has been a waste ground ever since. And of course there's also the Halfords Auto Centre nearby. And we'll also be passing one iconic Black Country landmark, And of course, as you probably know, hope you're all doing all okay. And start of a new week here on Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures, and shout out to Black Country Traveller. So there's the Chemix or Chemix garage right there, or what if it still is today, but it was known as Chemix anyway. So anyway, here we go. We're now going up into an area called Wordsley now. So we're coming towards Wordsley, and just coming into view now on our right hand side is the iconic Red House Cone. So there's the cone right there at Wordsley coming up. It's a very iconic cone. And we're joined up with the 16 service, the Stourbridge to Wolverhampton, and of course the 17 Stourbridge to Dudley through Wordsley, and we're going to be covering that tomorrow, all being good. And as you probably know, we're doing really well here on Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures with loads of videos, and we're going to continue with more and more videos in days and weeks to come, and even months to come. So here we are at Wordsley now. So we're joined up with the 226 in Wordsley. So the 226 joins us from Merry Hill, and that just did a trip through Briley Hill and Horbush. And here comes another Holy Trinity Church here at Wordsley. So there's Holy Trinity Church here in Wordsley, and so there it is. And the 226 is now going to turn off left with the 17. The 17 used to follow this route when it was the 17A, but the 17A, which became this route, then changed to a different 17A. Well, that one replaced the original 17, which was known as the 257. So the 17A went followed this route and even turned off at the next upcoming junction. But the 17A now carries on direct into Kingswinford, but that only runs at certain times of the day. So we are carrying on our journey. So then, guys, we're now heading up to Kingswinford Way, but we're actually going to take a turn-off point at the next junction to go past the grounds of the former Wordsley Hospital. Now, Wordsley Hospital no longer exists. It's now been turned into a housing estate. But however, some landmarks survive the hospital grounds today, which we'll be passing any minute. Because you've got the clock tower, the chimney, and also you've got one of those buildings there. They've now been turned into houses now. And in case you might not know, Ben O'Bv, he does a lot of urban exploring of old hospitals. And so there's the site of the old Wordsley Hospital. And we're now rejoined with the 226 service up to Bromley. And then when we get to Bromley, the 226 will then turn turn right to carry on towards Dudley. And of course, the 15, which is an NX route, provides good links with the 226. NX did a lot of links with the 226 on the side roads, but it's only the 15 across Bromley now, because the 57 is now operated by Diamond, and the 17 is also operated by Diamond. So that means NX Pensnet no longer touch Wordsley, but I believe they still do that morning trip on the 16, but I'm not 100% sure, which is the Stourbridge to Wolverhampton. So anyway, here we go. We're carrying on for another trip for a few miles. So over there is more houses. And if my camera was pointing on the opposite side, you'd see an iconic water tower. So you'd probably see an iconic water tower. But however, water towers don't really exist anymore. They've just now been turned into iconic landmarks. Because I know there's one down on the way to Worcester on the 303 route, which is the Kidderminster to Worcester. There's quite a lot of water towers about, well disused ones, and there's also one down in Redditch as well. I'm hoping to get back down to Redditch very soon. So here we go. We're on our way towards Bromley now, so we're going to turn left when we get to Bromley, and then we're going to go into Kingswinford. So we're going to go to Kingswinford on the 57, formerly known as the 657. So here we go. So we will continue with more and more videos very soon here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And I hope that you've enjoyed the video so far. So shout out to Black Country Traveller once again, because I'm always trying to give him a shout out, and you should check out this route, Black Country Traveller, the 57. So anyway, we're now at Bromley, so we're now joining up with the 15, which is the Maryhill to Wolverhampton service. So anyway, here we go. We're now on with the 15 route, so the 15 now joins us for most part into Kingswinford. So anyway, we're now nearly heading for the direction towards Kingswinford. So we're heading for Kingswinford on the 57. So here we go. We're now going across the side road, so we will be turning along. So it was really great that Pensnet did their version of the 15, because due to the fact the 15's run by Wolverhampton Depot and the 57 was run by Pensnet. Now the 57 is back with Diamond. It's operated by Kidderminster Depot. The 17, that's run by Tividale Depot, and alongside the 226. And of course, it's now almost that Kingswinford's now operated by Diamond. The only NX routes that serve Kingswinford now, 15, 15A and the 16. The 5 is now operated by Diamond. Same goes with the 17, the 17A, the 17S and the 57, and even the 5A. So we're now carrying on. I know a lot of routes have been changed ever since, and of course I'm so happy that Diamond has got a lot of their new tenders, because NX could no longer do those services due to obvious reasons. So they stopped operating the 57, and they even stopped operating the 17, 17A, 17S, 28s, 10A, 10C and the 17H, and even the 18, and also the 5 and the 5A, because that was due to obvious reasons. And so the only tenders that NX have got left at Pensnet is the 24 from Maryhill to Dudley, along with the 14A Maryhill to Dudley. So those are going to carry on operating for now, and those won't change until their contract ends. So we'll have to find out what happens nearer the time. So anyway, we're now coming down towards... So we're coming down towards Kingswinford now, so we're not far away from Kingswinford, and then we're going to proceed on towards Wall Heath. So we're going to be heading on towards Wall Heath. So I hope that you've been enjoying the video so far. So anyway, we're just by the Swan pub at Kingswinford. So the 226 is now rejoined us again, and it will now follow us to Wall Heath. But at the time of filming, the 226 didn't go into Wall Heath. Instead, it just went direct to Summerhill, but now it goes round Wool Heath. So that is really handy to see. The 226 now serving the Wool Heath area. So here we go. We're now going past the Swan Pub in Kingswinford. So coming up is the Kingswinford Library. So the public library in Kingswinford is coming up, and of course Manor Park, Kingswinford Manor Park, where the number 5 used to terminate, where the number 5 terminates, and that was where the old 657 used to terminate at. So here we go. Now in Kingswinford, or Cayford as it's known, or Kingswinford. But we always know it as Kingswinford. And of course, there's a co-op here in Kingswinford that used to be a Summerfields. So there's a co-op here that used to be a Summerfields. Of course, there's not many major shops here because it's only like a small town village. Of course, there are a lot of banks, and there's quite a few banks, and also there's even a chip shop. There's also a Weatherspoons here now, which used to be known as the Cross, the Arizona Crossing, and so there's a few chip shops, and there's quite a few independent shops. So anyway, we're now at Mossgrove. So we're now at Mossgrove, where Mossgrove Surgery is located as well. So there's a Mossgrove. So we've just gone past Mossgrove Surgery, and we're going to come towards the Stallings Lane Junction. The 17 goes up Stallings Lane to go towards Dudley via Gornal Wood, and alongside the 17A. And Stallings Lane has a Morrison's supermarket, and also there's a Lidl as well. I know there's an Aldi as well in Kingswinford, which used to be a Focus DIY, but that's out on the number 5 route from Kingswinford up to Dudley. So here we go. We're carrying on. So we're just going past a Tesco Express petrol station. So just going past the Tesco Express, and we're just coming towards the Stallings Lane Junction, and we're going to go towards Wool Heath, just by, so we're just going to come towards Wool Heath, and then we'll proceed on to Briarscroft. So we'll head on to Briarscroft, Wool Heath. So as you know, the 15 service is with us now all the way for most of the journey up to Wool Heath, but then that will continue to turn right at the junction to go into Himley and then on to Wolverhampton, while the 16 service will carry on over to Blaze Park and then carry on to the destination in Wolverhampton. So anyway, here we go. We're going along into Wool Heath. So we're now coming towards Wool Heath now. So here we are, coming to Wool Heath. So this is Wool Heath coming up. So there's so we're coming through Wool Heath now. So this is Wool Heath. Welcome to Wool Heath. The journey's not over yet because we've got to finish our remaining journey out over at Briarscroft. So we're going to go to Briarscroft next. So the 16 carries on to go towards Blaze Park, then Hingsford, Swindon, and then on to Wolverhampton. Well, the 15 then goes on to Himley, Wombourne, and Wolverhampton. Even the 16 goes into Wombourne. It's on the Wombourne corridor, or the Wombourne line. So anyway, we're just going to go past the Wool Heath Tavern. So there's the Wool Heath Tavern pub, and so there's a petrol station right there. Texaco petrol station, gas station. There's quite a lot of gas stations around wherever you go. And we're coming to a bit of a rural feel, even though NX Pensnet don't do full rural routes compared to Wolverhampton's 10A, 10B. 10, 10A, 10B and the 5. And also Warsaw's X51 and 8, and also Perry Bar's X3. So anyway, this is coming towards the Briarscroft estate where the service will terminate. Thank you for watching the 57 all the way from Stourbridge. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll look forward to be uploading more videos in days and weeks to come. Until then, it's a bye for now. Look after yourselves. Take care, and I'll look forward to see you all again very soon. Until then, enjoy watching my videos, and remember to keep watching. Keep watching loads and loads of videos, and you'll love them so much. So here we are at Briarscroft in Wall Heath, and see you all again soon for more exciting videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. So that's it, guys. End of the video. And so here we go. So this is Briarscroft Estate. So we're just coming across Briarscroft. There's a lot of hail and ride on this route as well, on this end as well. So this is Briarscroft, and the journey has now come to an end. So let's sign off now, and thank you very much for watching this iconic video, the 57.